Welcome to BierPens News, where we discuss the news headlines of the day. Even with Parliament in the back pocket, the Guptas will learn that South Africans don't go down without a fight. There's a petition going on directed at DSTV to remove ANN7 News from the multi-choice bouquet. Similar things is happening to Fox News, and a lot of people even call ANN7 News fake news website. They are so one-sided on their political reviews. Yes, and I picked up on this PR firms that is hired. Minister Gordon is not busy with a conspiracy theory there. I'm going to get to that right now. This is the PR company that was hired to polish up the Gupta's image, Bell Pottinger. Now, I wonder what is the Geneva Convention and the International World Court's view on people directly influencing the constitution of a country to outcome the democratic system. Because this is exactly what Pottinger did for the Gupta family. The brainchild behind the social media outburst of white monopoly capital, her name is Victoria Zuggerburg. She's a British citizen and she's a partner in Bell Pottinger, which has got a string of referrals that they use on the domain, which is based, just to talk about the domain a little bit, it's a basic theme domain that anyone can start and just fill in a couple of pages, just change the name here or there. The whole theme has got the descriptions and the layout and everything done. Now, according to this domain of Bell Pottinger, Victoria Zuggerburg is a partner. And on my Facebook timeline, I'm running with this, with all the links to the press releases. And on one of these many press releases, Victoria admitted that the Gupta brothers is a client, but they don't discuss their contractual agreement with the news media. The contractual agreement between them and the clients, they don't discuss with the news media. All this is breaking right now as we speak, as Minister Gordon and the Deputy Minister has been fired from the Treasury Department. I've even put a link there for the Public Protector State Capture Report. And there's a link to the analysis review of the State Capture Report. Very interesting reading material. I'm going to write in my blogspot, bierpens.blogspot.com, of which you can find a link on the homepage of YouTube. And I'll put a link to the article that I'm going to write now. All these links I'm going to put there so that you people can go and form your own opinion of how much of this is conspiracy theory and how much of this is factual conspiracy. This looks really bad. And I think in the Westminster legal system one can find a way to charge these people for attempting to overthrow a government, because that's basically what it boils down to. It is basically what it boils down to. I just want to tell these people, I've made screenshots of all your profiles, and if I ever run into you in a public open space, you will have a piece of my mind. And your children will know exactly what I accuse you from the top of my lungs. You've mingled in something that you don't understand. You've costed a lot of people their lives because of the political tension that there is in the country, and anything that's mentioned as white dominant capital turns into a farm murder somewhere along the line. And if we can ever find a legal link to that, we will come after you guys in the highest court of the world. That is a fact. McKeezy says, William McKeezy says in a media briefing that the ANC is no longer the political center of this government. So when the majority votes is no longer represented in parliament anymore, what do we do as a constitutional democracy about that? I'm pretty sure this constitutes to a coup. Where's the legal minds? Can they correct me on this one? On this one, I'll pick up where Gareth Cliff left off. Good morning, my president. I salute you. You have one up on us at the moment. But rest assured, we will outmaneuver you. Slave trading is not allowed in this country. You might have the genes and the mental ability of a slave trader, but you are standing up against the combined powers of the united majority of South Africa's multiracial society. You are going down, sir. I had to share this. I mean, if whole parliament can be captured, then there's no restriction on freedom of speech. Ukuzuma, to lie down in ambush, to take by surprise, unawareness, to fall upon suddenly, unexpectedly. Ukufuna kuyusamu suzuma. Death takes us by surprise, to steal or creep upon in the night for the purpose of fornication. Zuma, a person who goes about in the night in intention on fornication. Now, does this mean the fact that you reshuffled the parliament in the midnight, sir? That you screwed us over? It's on days like that when I read this that I don't want to give up on South Africa. Just the heading, dear white people. Myself and future young black political leaders are preparing diligently through education, both formal and informal, to sharpen our minds and lead South Africa into a glorious and prosperous future for all. Thank you, sir. I've met many of your peers, and it's a pleasure to sit and talk to you about the future of the country. And the questions that you tap our minds with are really intelligent questions. And I would gladly live in a country led by such able people. Two cadres that doesn't like each other anymore. Let's just move myself in between them. They really in dislike of each other. And they still have to share a podium. Some good news as there's a promise that the fuel price is coming down. It's the first time that the Minister of Energy makes an announcement after the school holidays has started that there will be a reduction in fuel price. Normally it's before the school holiday, and during the school holidays it goes up anyway again. So maybe the trend has been broken. 5 April, just after Easter, the price of fuel is coming down. Here Praveen Gordhan has called on us to stand up against the corruption and the state capture, us being the citizens of South Africa. And for once, I can see that we can achieve a common goal here and get rid of the Guptas and Zuma from our parliament so that we can have a functioning constitutional democracy again. Now, I don't know what that fruit is, sorry. I must first pause. There's a big backlash from the more mature South African society about the legalization of marijuana, smoking in private homes. When I leaned towards the legalization of marijuana, I never thought that it will be open pot smoking, because the smell of smoking weed is awful. I thought it was going to be in a process form like oil, where it can only be used for medical reasons. John Wall wants to know, what about the children in the house? Marius wants to know, says freedom come at a cost, and the other people pay for that freedom. March says this is just not right. Hans wants to know who's going to farm it. Well, Hans, there's enough farmers out there farming it already. Now, I filed a report with Facebook for this person. Let's just go and look at the profile. He's ranting and raving about racial issues and enticing racial violence on whites. And every time we file a complaint against him with Facebook, we get this report back from Facebook, which is actually sad, because my children is exposed to this type of racial hate. Thanks for your report. You did the right thing by letting us know. We looked at the profile you reported, and although it doesn't go against any of our specific community standards, we understand that the profile or something the person shared may still be offensive to you. What the fuck, Facebook? What are you talking about? I am dissatisfied with this. I'm going to put there, what the hell are you talking about? This man uses Facebook to entice racial hate. It seems that I've got a spelling mistake there. Let's try and fix it. Up. You give him the platform to motivate and contribute to South African white genocide. Thank you for helping me there, spell checker. Submit. Now let's see what you've got to say about that, Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, your murdering philanthrope, participating in an act of crime in any form is committing as good as committing that act of crime. These people are using Facebook as a platform to entice farm murders and racial hate. And if we report them, you tell us you can't find anything, and if they said something to offend us, we must block them. We want their profile removed from Facebook so they can't use your platform to commit crime against white women and children. This is what we want. You can find this video on YouTube. I'll share the link with you. And no, this is not the April Fool's Day joke. April Fool's Day is cancelled this year, as no made-up prank could match the unbelievable shit happening in the real world right now. See? Telling you now, this is not the April Fool's joke video. It's not. It's the truth. I've even reported his posts where he committed the hate speech and called for violence among whites, and still you gave me the same response. This is BierPens signing off before I get a heart attack or land myself in jail.